The outgoing commander, Colonel Angela Ochoa, leaves the airbase knowing she has a permanent place in its history. Colonel Ochoa is the first female to command the 19th Airlift Wing. And we sat down with her recently as she reflects on her experience here in Arkansas. First commissioned in 2001, Angela Ochoa's 11th assignment brought her to Arkansas in 2021, 2 decades after her graduation from the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. Her next adventure takes her to Maryland, but she says Arkansas will always have a special place in her heart.
Arkansans are loving and generous people and really truly have taken in our military airmen and our families and treated them like their own. And I just cannot say thank you enough for all the ways that the state of Arkansas and all the Arkansans have supported the United States military and our airmen here at Little Rock Air Force Base.
The colonel was already familiar with the kindness of Arkansans from previous assignments in 2007 and 2015. It was that second assignment where she and her husband arrived as a couple but left with someone new.
At the end of that assignment, we welcomed our first daughter into our family. So that's where, it's home because this is where she was born and we became parents.
The Ochoas now have 2 young daughters who couldn't ask for a better role model. Colonel Ochoa says she intentionally shares with her airmen that she goes to counseling to show them that their emotional needs are just as important as their physical health.
What we ask of our airmen is a lot. We ask them to prepare themselves for combat, to prepare as a team for combat, and be ready to put their lives on the line. We encourage people, go get the help that you need, be proactive about your mental health care. That is so important to me, and it's absolutely emulated all the way up to the very top of the chain of command, and I'm proud of that.
She's also proud of the Air Base community, where the 10,000 personnel keep more than 60 C-130 cargo planes ready at a moment's notice. With more than 2,800 flying hours herself, she recalls the first time she sat behind the instrument panel on one of the planes that are nicknamed the Herc.
I thought to myself, I can't believe they just gave me the keys to this million-dollar jet, multi-million-dollar jet, and these lives. At the time, it was a 6-person crew. And the thought of the amount of trust that so many people had placed in me because of the amazing training that I got, that all started here at Little Rock Air Force Base.
And again, in just a few hours, the change of command ceremony will be held on base. Colonel Ochoa will assume command of the 89th Airlift Wing. That is at Joint Base Andrews in Maryland. Quite a woman.
Not a bad place to go, Lance Turner, and of course setting a little history here in Arkansas during her time. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it's interesting her comments on mental health because that has been a focus, I think, of the Air Base. And Jacksonville for a while did not have a hospital. They had an owner there that sort of went bankrupt and didn't manage things properly. They have one now, but one of the things that the Air Base had told those community leaders was that mental health is a priority for us. We would love for it to be a priority for this hospital as well. And so it really has been a focus for obviously her and I think the military in general to make sure that's taken care of.
The stigma, getting rid of it. She says she goes to counseling, she talks to people openly about it, but that's not her main focus. She is a decorated colonel. I mean, well-deserved, and she's got ways to go.
That's right, yeah, got a good career unfolding as we speak. In fact.